Alaph Bayt Series.
So, shalom, and welcome back. Okay. Because we here. We're going to be going over the Hay, which is the man with the arms like this. Like this, like this. Like this, like this. Like this, like this. Okay, so.
It's a man revealing the arms.
Yes, with his arms raised, right? So
Like, hey!
Okay.
So the sound of hay is huh or ah
Ha.
at the end.
Oh.
At the end of a word, it's ah, like breath, like ah.
Which brings us to this. That whole YAH, doesn't even make sense, because if it's breath, it should be AH, right? Like right? Not a That sounds like a distress call, okay? And let me tell you, as somebody who actually went to nursing school, okay, and graduated, thank you very much. We were taught that distress breath means that you need to be resuscitated or you need to be observed in some form. So if you're over here saying, that's not proper, right? And we already know that it is the hay, because you literally have the hay in the, especially we're talking about the Hay, Uau hay, right? Yahuah, by the way. So if we're talking about Yahuah, then you can clearly see that there is a hay, which is an AH for YAH, by the way. And then you have at the end an AH. You know what I'm saying? It's also the hay. So there's no way that it would ever be the EH. That's my 2 cents.
It means breath, ah. It's an expression, or it's something that is being revealed to you. Behold, which is kind of like the same thing as revealed, and to look, because you see what is being shown to you.
And it functions as sight, presence, expression, made visible, and what is revealed. Another good word for that is
Hey!
what?
I mean, when you speak to someone, you want to reveal, like, if you talking to someone, you be like, hey, right? I'm just
Yahu is the best one, right? For actually both of these, I
Yahu,
think.
yes.
So-
Because the Hay or hay.
Yeah.
And the hay part has the AH in it each time.
Right.
So it's breath being revealed.
Right. And you may see Haya, right? Which means be in this instance. So Haya is also going to be that hay.
And it more like life too, being, but life.
And well, it's like to exist.
Yeah.
Yes. So Haya is to exist.
Yeah.
Hayam is life.
Yeah.
Or lives. Lives.
So
Okay. So the hay, a good example again, we got Yahuah, of course, which is number 1, represent. And then we got the Haya, which shows you it not in an AH form, but in an HA, because it's in the beginning of a word letter. Didn't know we were going to the next one, did you? All right. So is the Uau. The Uau is a picture of a tent peg, right? So you got like this like hook thing, and look here, or here. Okay, here we go. So the Uau is a tent peg, which of course a lot of these images, if you pay attention, they have something to do with the tent, right? They have a lot to do with what was in existence around then. A lot of times, as we see in the book, in scripture, constantly Yahusha uses what was around as examples of what he was talking about. He talked to farmers, he talked to fishers, the people, about what they did. So it all made sense. So in the same way, with a lot of these motions and movements, or a lot of these letters and these pictures, are going to have to do with what people understood back then, which is why we can't go with the modern to try to see what is what, because the modern it don't make sense, right? Yahuah says he uses the foolish things to confound the wise. You see what I'm saying? So we cannot take the things that are right now and try to utilize those and figure out what is what. If we're in nowadays, right, in modern times, trying to figure out what they were talking about back then, we have to more so do our research and our due diligence, right, and study to show ourselves approved, that you may be a workman rightly dividing the word of truth. And that way you can figure out what is actually being said to. Who were they speaking to? What is what? We got to figure it out. And we can't go to what is right now to try to figure that out. In the same way, like if you wanted to know saying from the 70s, dang on man, you would go and look up what was happening in the 70s to figure out like why they were even saying that, right? And so you wouldn't even, you can't even begin to comprehend. You can't even begin to comprehend what's happening until you actually go and do your research to see what's going on. In the same way, we got to dig back to the original text, the Abaryt, right? So that's why we're here right now, because again, that modern can't give you that ancient, you know what I'm saying?
And Yahuah uses things that you can actually see and hear for when he speaks to you. So that's why when you look at the pictograph, it's usually something that you can literally see, or you know what's being shown to you. It's not just, oh, it means, for example, the word peace. What is peace to you? You know what I mean? Like a sense of calmness, but when you look at the word shalom, it's to destroy the authority attached to chaos. I can see that and I can visualize that in my head instead of peace, because that doesn't give me any understanding of what that is. So when he gives us his lashon, it is a yapa picture to have.
And lashon meaning language, if you don't know, by the way. And actually, you brought up a very good point, because if we're talking about shalom, that's a perfect one for the uah, right? Because when you look at the uah, it first of all, it makes the oo sound. It's not the wah. Again, we already talked about it. If you don't know, we on the 4th video right now. Go back.
Ain't no W.
Go back.
It's a double U.
Exactly.
It is a U, not a W.
Exactly. So it's not, no, there is no W. It did not exist. It is a modern thing. So, go do your due diligence like we're talking about. So it is the uam, which makes a oo sound, a double O sound. Okay. And so it represents
security, to add or to connect something.
It's a nail, right? And it's a nail because it is a tent peg, right? Which means how you gonna hold your tent down? You gotta use that tent peg, which you gotta nail it in, right? So it's a nail. It is to fix in place. And this is why Yahusha's name has no extra U between the U, or between the H and the A. There is no extra U, because what are we connecting? What are we adding to? What are we securing? What are we hooking? What are we, you get what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing there? Right. This is why you have to know the ancient Abaryt and not the modern systems, because the modern systems will confuse you. Mm-hmm. Or if you're just looking at it in the English, which go back to our last video at the very end, we talked about spelling and the spelling words. If you need to know again, here it is. Pause to read. Okay, we got spelling words, right? So with that being said, and all you're getting, get binah, is what scripture says, and all you're getting, get binah. So we have to rightly divide the word of truth, and that includes, as we are learning the Abaryt lashon, we have to understand that there are certain things that that just wouldn't be possible or don't make sense when you actually put it all together. Because Yahuah's name, there's meaning. Names have meaning, right? So none of these names are just thrown together because they felt like throwing them together. Every single name had a meaning and a purpose. And the same way when you look in the scriptures, you see that there are different nabim, also known as prophets, right? Who had names. All their names had Yahuah in it. Right. Yahu, yeah. Right? Yahu, yeah. Okay? Not YAH only, Yahu. YAH is somebody else. Go look it up, do your research, okay? Comment below if you want to talk about it later. Yahu. So you have Yahuah. Thank you, Tutor. So we got Yahuah, right? We have Yahu. Okay? And Yahu is Isaiah, as you see it in the English. But again, there's no IVOFJEWX. Okay? So with that being said, then we know good and well that Isaiah wouldn't even be his name. Right? But Yahuah had his name and everything. That's why you see our names with Yahuah at the end of it. Why? Because we are of Yahuah. So, and our names have meaning, right? Go there, go look it up. Feel free.
Yahuah adds.
And this brings us to the function of how it works. So the function is joining, securing agreements, binding,
continuation, or attachment, because you have a nail, right, or a tent peg, and you put it in the ground, and you're literally securing the tent from blowing away. Otherwise, it would just blow away with a big gust of wind, or things would flop over this way and that way, and it's flimsy. It's not secure like how the Uah is.
And it'd be like up and away. And so yeah, so again, comment below if you have any additional questions. Barak Yahuah, that we've been able to sit here with y'all and have this lovely chat. I allow that y'all continue to enjoy the rest of your yum, and in all you're getting, remember, get binah, which means understanding, okay? And comment below if you got an issue with that word. We'll talk.
The earth was young. How dare you claim that the language is dead? Yahuah declared it'll rise like he said.